Only the truth hurts, guys. Only the truth hurts. That's something that you'll begin to understand in this experiment. I've been at this quite some time now, and the hardest part has been the last year or so. And it came in the successive delivery of a lot of truth that my mind didn't want to look at. That my mind was still hanging on to bits and pieces that it wanted to kind of stay in control of, have its trip with. And so what I've started to realize is, really, only the truth hurts, guys. Only the truth hurts. I mean, someone may be a total jerk. I mean, that's just a given, right? I mean, some people are just jerks. But, the only thing that really can get to me now is something that's true. So for me, if my mind's upset, that's a good thing. That means that I need to really be looking at something. That means that somebody just touched something in me that was true and set off this whole thing. I shared earlier, and I've shared in lots of videos, I deal a good deal of the time with people being very, very upset with me. I have a unique design that's, it's kind of like every line of judgment and correction, and you go deeper and there's more judgment, and it's like, hey, and I'm a projector, so I've already got this sword in people's chest, and it's like, all I see is what's wrong and what needs to be fixed. So before you get too excited and call me for a reading, understand that that's what you'll be inviting, and while in the beginning it might be fun to be able to have someone give you that much guidance, later, man, it can be very, very confronting to be around someone that can see as much as I can see now. And I don't even need to open my mouth now, guys. I just look at people, and they get that I see them, and they get when I see that they're BSing either me or themselves. I don't mean to do it. It's not like I've got some sadistic behavior that I like to try to go out and do that to people, but I mean, just me looking at someone can start to set stuff off, because I can see their mind is controlling them. I can see when they're not self-talking. I can see when they're not operating properly in their aura mechanic. But what I cannot see, and I want to be very clear about this, is I can never know what someone's truth is. Only they can know their truth. I can see if it doesn't look like it's working. And if you want to ask me for my perspective, I can show you what I see not working, or my perspective. But in the end, you still have to be your own authority, guys. And, some of the deliveries I've had this year or last couple of years, not only by Ra, but by, another infamous generator who's trying to get out, so I'll quit mentioning her name in these videos. She's been really precious to me, man, but, it hurt. What she saw and what she delivered and the intensity in which it was delivered hurt, but it worked. And so I like to say this, guys, it's like, look, if you're trying to save my life, if a doctor's trying to save my life, I don't give a damn what their bedside manner is. I do not care what a jerk I may think at that time in my mind that they're being. I have wanted to kill, literally kill. My mind has envisioned the killing many human design, two human design teachers in particular, on numerous occasions. Literally, like, I'm sitting there, my body's calm because it knows the truth of what was just said, and my mind's like, kill them, get the knife and kill them. There was one example at a restaurant, and I was sitting there, and I had just gotten an incredible blast in the parking lot. I will never forget this moment, because it took that much to break me. I needed to be broken, and my experience is most people do need to be broken, and maybe that type of intensity isn't right for everyone, but it seems to be correct for those people that are coming around me, and it seems to be what has been most effective in the way I've learned. So if your mind's upset, guys, look, you need to take a look at that. That's no one else's fault. That's no one else's problem. Bring it home. Your home is here. If you're upset, almost guaranteed, that's your issue, not theirs. And from my experience, only the truth hurts. You can get in my face and tell me I'm a blah, 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 and jump up and down. Lots of people have tried to do that. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But if something hurts me, if it actually hurts, that's where the learning for me occurs. That's where I become really hyper-vigilant, if that makes sense to you. I mean, in that moment, now instead of getting mad and trying to blame everybody else or say it can't be true, I mean, my mind will do that trip. It'll be talking about F them, F fucking, but that's just the mind. But I become hyper vigilant and I begin watching. And I start to let that unravel. And finally, once the mind, you got to let the mind do what it does, because sometimes it needs to go on about how wrong everybody is for a good deal of time. Let it run. I think of it now like a big fish. I just let it run. You know, if anyone has been fishing or deep sea fishing, you'll understand that analogy. You know, I just let it run. It's like, okay, just sit back and let it go. You know, don't try to control that monkey, because it is going, you know. But if somebody sets you off like that, it's time for you to take a deep look at yourself. You know, from my perspective, it's only the truth that hurts. And if you want to kill someone in this experiment, your mind wants to kill them, unless you're in authority, I guess, tells you to do it, I would suggest not doing it, because you could get in a lot of trouble. But I have definitely wanted to kill numerous teachers, including the boss. I saw myself strangling him, you know, as he was pounding some information into me on our one and very eventful meeting. So that's it, guys. You know, that's my perspective. The truth hurts. The rest of it will deflect off you like, you know, water off a duck's back, because, you know, it won't mean anything. So I'm inviting you guys, you know, and I've said this before to a class of human design teachers. Hey, you see something? Hit. Go ahead, take your best shot. I'm right here. If you hurt me, it's going to help me, not make me mad. I don't get upset anymore. I get hyper alert and I see if there's any truth in what just got said. And if it's not, gone. And if it is, I sit there and I let the mind tell its story again and again and again. Then I sink and I get the gem that came from that hurt, and I get the peace that comes after you get over, you know, the mind's story about how wrong that person was. You know, and I look back at myself and bring it home, guys. Bring it home. This is at least the way we do it around here, around me, and around the teachers that I've been attracted to. This is not, you know, fuzzy, buzzy, warm and fuzzy teaching, guys. This is radical stuff. And if you've got that kind of metal in you, you know, you probably found a real good ally right here. And if you see something, you really see something in me, you believe it's your truth, you want to share it, I'm right here. I'm not afraid. And I actually don't care what you think. I don't even care what I think. So much less do I care what you think. But if you see something and it hurts, I'll get mad for a few days, just let me go. But I guarantee in the end, I'll thank you. And I have thanked all the people that have been able to really piss me off. And now people, that's what I go through with people. They get pissed with me. I only worry if it goes more than a month without them calling and thanking me. And some of them are just gone, and that's fine. You know, they weren't for me. But yeah, only the truth hurts, guys. That's my perspective.